Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm glad you're here. I'd like to take a look at the trailer for My Hero Academia 170 plus 1. This is going to cover the epilogue of My Hero Academia. I really enjoyed the anime, and when I ran out of anime to watch, I read the manga, and I really enjoy the story, the characters, and how it all wrapped up. It was clear that the writer of My Hero Academia had planned out from start to finish. They knew what their end point was going to be. The finale was I really enjoyed it. I have heard of people that are angry and they really hate the ending. And I can understand why people hate the ending, because people view this as a power fantasy and they want the characters to be as powerful as possible. We saw that Midoria got super powerful, and people just wanted Midoria to be at his absolute most powerful form. But that's not what this story was about, and people that are obsessed and angry that Midoria doesn't get to have all of his powers don't understand the entire point of the story, that every theme in this story was telling us is it's not about you, and it's not about amassing things for yourself. That makes you the villain. That was the whole point of the villain. The whole point of the story, to be the hero, is to give to others. And for people that were angry, they were angry for the reasons that the villain, they're siding with the villain. I thought it was very ironic that people that claimed to enjoy the story didn't understand it at all, and I absolutely love. So if you haven't seen this yet, the whole My Hero Academia, I recommend you watch it or read it. It's so enjoyable, it's so fun. I have been warned by people to avoid the fan base online. I don't know what that means. I don't use the internet that much, but I have heard that the fan base can make the series unpleasant. So I think, do what you want. I'm not your real dad. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I have heard people tell me to avoid the fan base online. I don't know. I just enjoy the story. This is the absolute best ending to any anime I've ever seen, or any shonen story, really. It's the exact opposite of Dragon Ball, where it's just a convoluted mess now, and it's clear that with the story, they have no idea really what they want to do with it. And it's, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, but it's on life support in terms of what are we even doing with the story at this point. This is the exact opposite. This has such a definite beginning and an end and a journey to get to the end, and it's so clear what the writer wanted to achieve. And I thought the writer, I think he 100% completed, like 120% plus Ultra Beyond. So here we have, and I'm discussing the epilogue, so there's going to be some spoilers, but I will avoid as many spoilers as possible. Oh man, see, it's hard to discuss this. This is the epilogue. If you haven't seen My Hero, just go ahead, watch it, and then come back. This is the suit that Midoriya's friends all worked together to create a power suit for him. And it's so ironic and poetic that All Might, at the end of the story, All Might lost his powers and he had to use a suit in order to recreate his powers so he could participate in battle. And it's so poetic that Midoriya chooses to give up his powers, and then he has to use a suit in order to have powers and do work as a hero. And it's so poetic, so brilliant. What I really love about the ending of My Hero Academia is that the story was about Midoriya was given power. He was given a quirk, and it wasn't his quirk. And so the reason why he was given his quirk is because he earned it. All Might saw that he was worth having the power, and he earned it. But the story kept telling us, if you hang on to this power, you will die. It's one person wasn't meant to have this power, and thematically it's meant to be given to others, and it gets stronger as you give it to others, but you will die if you try to keep that power for yourself. It makes so much sense thematically, and Midoriya uses his power to save someone and solve the end of the story in a very satisfying way. And so he loses his power, but the reason why he has power in the epilogue that we see here is because he earned this power by earning the respect and acknowledgement of his peers. He worked hard because of who he was, because of his decisions. He grew up with these friends that he made, and he earned their respect. And so they all worked together to give him power. And I thought, oh man, That's so satisfying thematically because you are there the entire time. So the first time Midoriya gets powers at the very beginning of the story is because he earned it. All Might gave him the powers, but he had to work to be able to use those powers. And then at the end of the story, he gave his powers up, and then he's given powers again because he earned it by earning the respect and acknowledgement of his peers. It's so satisfying that he gave everything he had to everyone else, and then at the end of the story, it's everyone else giving back to Midoriya. That's storytelling, baby. This is one of my favorite anime or shonen stories of all time. So here we have a look at Black Whip, or what is a recreation of Black Whip. So it looks like this suit is able to recreate some of Midoriya's powers that he gave up at the end of the story. I really like this kind of plate armor sort of a look. It's still flexible material, but it's, you know, padded to some degree. Watching these characters as they grow up and you see their suits change and grow and their gear change is so cool. It looks like Black Whip is now a physical whip that extends from the knuckle of his gloves here. Something that's extremely easy to miss are these jet blasts that come out of his boots. Obviously, you know, he doesn't have his ability to propel himself through the air, you know, by kicking real hard and, you know, full cowling. He doesn't have that, but the jets in the bottom of the boots allow him to recreate that. Very armored here because he's very into kicking. Kicking became real powerful for him. I just want to pause here on this gorgeous Sakuga animation. Well, I don't know if this qualifies as Sakuga, but it's just this beautifully detailed and animated. You see the sparks from Bakugo's self-propulsion, and what's so great about this is that we grew up watching these characters struggling to use their powers and then refining them. So you see them as they use their powers, they're kind of volatile, and you know, we can see that they don't have total control over their powers, but just in this couple seconds here, we see the characters using their powers in a much more elegant way. Take a look at Bakugo here. Oh man, that burst frame is so fantastic. I just got to see that again. What fantastic animation. Have a look at that. Oh, the smear frame as he leaves the scene here. Todoroki, this guy, I'm not into meme speak and internet speak and brain rot speech, but I believe this is what you call living your best life. I mean, look at this guy's face, and looks like he's elegantly ice skating as he's look at this guy, man. He is having such a great day. Look at the smile on his face, and it looks like he's just elegantly ice skating. I really like this cool ice motif here on this glowing, it's not piping, you know, it's part of some ornamentation on the top part of his outfit here. Very cool, but I really like the motif here. We see the balance between red and blue. We have red and blue here, red represented and blue, and then red and blue, and of course the blue represents the ice. Really great color theming here, especially the asymmetry here is red then blue. The asymmetry and representing the duality of his powers. He's one of my favorite characters as well. Very cool, very hot, very cool. We have Ingenium using his... Oh yeah, so let's just watch that as he goes through. Oh, he just disappears. What I like, there's subtle detailing there. It's slightly faster. He disappears slightly faster than Bakugo does. And it just lets us know, no, this is a fast character. Very cool. This is great. If I were, because it's normal when you're young, you get obsessed over things and you want to build your whole personality around media that you consume. I was absolutely absorbed by Final Fantasy when I was a teenager. If I was a teenager watching this anime, I would screen cap this and I'd make this my wallpaper. This would be my wallpaper on my computer. I'm an adult now, so I'm just gonna leave my wallpaper the way it is. Kanpai, okay. This is a great scene, let's see here. So the characters are old enough to drink. So we know that now. I really like the Shadow Chicken. The characters' names have escaped me at the moment. You know, I'm not obsessed with anime anymore, so when it comes to large casts, I have a hard time remembering some characters' names. But Aoyama, I'm actually super, super, super glad to see Aoyama here, because at the end of the story, you know, again, I mean, we're obviously going to discuss spoilers. It was so sad the way that Aoyama was revealed to sort of be a mole, you know, a plant. And that made him such an interesting character, because not only does it change the entire context of his time with the class, it tied him to Midoria, because Aoyama was given a quirk. And not necessarily, you know, of his choosing, not that he wanted to. It tied him into the villains. It made the whole story so cohesive. Aoyama's so important to this story because it shows the end effect of the villains doing something, and it's directly affecting the cast. It's introduced Aoyama, and just like Midoriya, Aoyama was given a quirk that he wasn't born with, and he's not used to it, and it changes his life. And it makes things difficult in many ways. And he had to, you know, spy on the class, and he was torn about that. He didn't necessarily want to keep spying, but at the end of the story, the reason why they had a massive advantage over the villains was because of Aoyama. He was able to trick the villains and allow the protagonist to get a sneak attack in. And I thought, this is so very satisfying, because not only does it bring in the strengths and weaknesses of all the characters, but it gives a reason for those characters to be there and to redeem themselves and to reach an endpoint where everyone contributes in some way, except for, I think, Anna Voice and the Sugar Rush. We see the Anna Voice guy here and the Sugar Rush. I think those are the only two characters that we didn't see contribute that much to the end fight, and basically everyone else contribute. Oh no, there's Tien Shinhan. Sorry, the guy with the gross no, Nico Robin. Nico Robin from One Piece. He can keep growing arms. He didn't really contribute. So I think it was those three really didn't do that much, but everyone else, like a lot of the characters. Oh no, what's his name? I had his name in my mind earlier, and then it just grapefruit, grape rush or whatever. I think those are the four that didn't contribute that much. Everyone else actually, you know, they got to engage. They actually got to fight some of the end boss villains and do some damage. And I thought, this is so freaking cool, because we never get that these days. You see, it's so egregious. You see Naruto and Bleach, you know, and they go, oh wow, it's the final boss, and then all the other characters are useless, and the final boss does this playground level. My powers are that they're stronger than your powers, and it's so freaking annoying. I hate that in stories where it's like, why have a supporting cast if they don't even get to contribute? What is up with that? Whereas with this kind of story, this takes me back to Dragon Ball and early DBZ, where the supporting cast does actually get to contribute to some degree. And the fact that they actually got to fight the final boss to some degree is huge. It's Mineta. It's so weird to me that Mineta is still really small. I think it would have been funny and interesting if Mineta suddenly got a growth spurt and then he was just like this super tall dude. You know, he could still be lanky because, you know, he's not a muscular character, but I think it'd be funny if he would just had a growth spurt. We see the invisible, the invisible girl. I forgot. We see her there. I'm just, you know what? I'll activate my quirk. My quirk here is Invisishine, or whatever. You know, she does the shiny thing, and she can reflect Aoyama's lasers, I think, and do a massive area of effect attack. Very cool. We see her shirt there. Okay, my quirk deactivated. This is so cool. Sero, I like the tape thing. Is really cool. Your power is tape. Not only is it a budget Spider-Man. Oh, I see an animation error. Does anyone see the animation error? Oh, I see it. I hope they fix the animation error. So not only is this a budget Spider-Man, but if you're moving and you're packing boxes, call your buddy over, buy him a pizza. Hey man, I'm packing. Can you bring the tape? I'll get us a pizza and some Mountain Dew. So there's an animation error right here. You see this edge of the table right here, the edge right there? It is going over Sero's hand. There is an animation error right there. Interesting. Okay, let's move ahead through this. So it's so cool. He's got a little backpack. I wonder what's in the backpack there. I wonder where this location is. So Shoto Todoroki. Oh, it's a gift bag. Okay, there's a gift bag. There's a... I wonder what's in there. See? It's like a what's in the box, you know? It's so cool seeing these characters a bit older. And not in the Shippuden way where they wasted every single character. Look, I watched Naruto for the entirety of its run from the very beginning. I started watching during the Chunin exams. I was watching the Japanese original. And watching my favorite characters get absolutely squandered and wasted is so annoying. This character is... Is this the guy that sort of joins way later on? And his powers are... Is he Sun Eater? That's not Sun Eater, is it? Is it? I'm not sure if that's Sun Eater, the guy that eats things, or... Oh, no, he's the guy that he learns from, He's the one... No, he's the one where he can... Like, control people. If he hears their... If he asks them a question, and then they answer it, and they answer his question... then he can control them. Yeah, I forgot his name. That's a really cool quirk. I really like how situational some of these quirks are. That one really gives me like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure stand kind of vibe. I really like the Shadow Chicken guy. His powers are, he has a 9-tailed fox. He's got well, not a fox. It's a you know, he's got a tailed beast inside. He's a Jinchuriki, is what this is. This would not have been an easy baby to give birth to. I'm just saying, because there's sharp points to this character. Yeah. Now, I wonder if Aoyama has any better control over his quirk or anything like that. It's great. It's so cool seeing these characters older. What I really like about My Hero Academia is that we see the characters' scars. They maintain their scars so that we have a visual indication and an understanding that their battles have consequences. It's not like Dragon Ball, where you can eat DBZ, where you just eat a senzu bean and then anything bad that's happened to you is gone forever. I think that's bullshit storytelling. Is, nothing has consequences, we'll just eat a senzu bean, wish them back to life. Whereas in My Hero Academia, I feel like this is in response to DBC's bullshit storytelling, where every time a character gets hurt, they're not ever really going to fully recover from it because there are scars left over. And it's so refreshing to see a story do that, a shonen story. So that is My Hero Academia more. I'm really looking forward to this. Let me know if you're interested in this and who's your favorite My Hero character. I really like Shadow Chicken guy, you know, I like Tailed Beasts, and I think this looks really cool. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Take care, I'll see you around. I gotta get back to work with my game development, so I'll see you around. Be well.